everybody, and welcome to the return to the HFL. We're doing it differently this time. We're going to hit you with pre-recorded episodes on YouTube. So welcome to that new life of the HFL, the new medium through which we're going to do most things here. We are at the Super Bowl of the first year. So following that, we'll do the free agency period and the draft. I might segment that up. We'll see how it goes. The free agency period in HFL is a lot different. It's the mercenary draft. So what we'll do is we randomize picks for the teams. Actually, it'll be a randomized pick, and then they will sign in that way. So we'll see how that goes. I'm controlling all the teams, and then after that, we will have the rookie draft, the HFL first inaugural rookie draft. So that'll be a lot of fun. Well, I guess it's the second inaugural rookie draft, but anyway, without further ado, let's do the Super Bowl. We have, as I flip back here, we will be watching. Okay, I think you guys can see that now. Yeah, we will be watching the Monarchs versus the Crusaders. A surprise. Monarchs were tabbed as one of the best clubs in the league prior to the league's first year. They proved to be that with 14-2 as their record. But the Crusaders were just 8-8. Just 8-8, and they managed to put together a Super Bowl run. So the Crusaders as the underdogs against the Monarchs in the first ever Hackson Bowl game. So without further ado, let's get to that. I'll be your commentator as well. I'm going to take myself off the screen. Oops, not that. We want to do that. Okay, take myself off the screen, and we will control the Monarchs. Just in terms of setting this forward. Let's double check on injuries as well. And then after the Super Bowl, we'll review... Oh, achievement, cool. After the Super Bowl, we will review... so Mike Vick, that's right. Oh my gosh, it's been so long I'd forgotten Mike Vick is out of the playoffs. And they got there without him. Oh my goodness. So Mike Vick isn't going to be present for the Super Bowl. So where does that leave the Monarchs here? These playoffs, let's check their depth chart. Right, it's Clayton Thorson. He's been the story, as I recall. Clayton Thorson. Let's check on those season stats for Thorson. As I recall, Thorson was balling out despite his low record. But that's the beauty of the HFL is that these things do happen. Yeah, 7-2, and he also does have a run game. So we'll see how Thorson does under the bright lights of the Super Bowl as Michael Vick watches on. That's unbelievable. We're gonna have to take a look at those ratings and what have you. And again, some of this stuff is meticulous, so that's why I decided to go to YouTube, because you can fast forward past parts of it. So I'll do my best to annotate where that should be done. Like if I'm editing players' overalls, I'm gonna do that on camera, but I'm gonna let you guys fast forward through it and things like that. I will explain myself as I go through everything. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to the Super Bowl. Actually, we didn't check. There was one more moment of ado, actually, because we didn't check the Crusaders. They have no injuries. Okay. So the Crusaders fully healthy here. Let's take a quick look at all the depth charts around the block. So Thorson will be starting in the Super Bowl. He could be a legend. Montgomery, the running back there. Penny, fullback. Pettis, the lead receiver. If you're not familiar with HFL, what it is it's like a football minor league. So it's designed to sort of develop these talents. Caden Smith, the starting tight end. Andrew Thomas, the left tackle. Hernandez, the left guard. Gates, the center. Murphy, the right guard. And Solder, the left tackle. Solder playing right tackle, my apologies. Left end, they have B.J. Hill. Massey, he's the rookie of the year. Kevin Massey. Right end, Solomon Thomas at DT. O'Shane Zimenez at right linebacker. David Mayo leads middle linebacker for the Monarchs. Carter Coughlin, and by the way, it's the London Monarchs. Isaac Yiadom and Darnay Holmes, the corners. Jeremy Chin, the big ticket free safety, the X factor in the HFL. Really developing that skill set. Kyle Duggar alongside him. Santoso, the kicker, and Dixon is the punter. And we'll leave it there, and we'll take a look at the Crusaders now. Jacob Eason, backed up by Jeff Kruger. So Jacob Eason in the Super Bowl versus Clayton Thorson. Daryl Henderson, the running back here. Benny LeMay, the fullback, pressed into service. They don't actually have one, but Benny LeMay will do it. Tyler Boyd, the lead there. Gary Jennings also. DeMichael Harris. Jordan Thomas, the tight end. Taj Coates, the rookie left tackle. Jake Sims, the rookie left guard. Daniel Weiner, the rookie center. So many young guys on this O-line for the Crusaders. Danny Pinter, the right guard. Elijah Nkansa, the right tackle. Left end is Ben Banagu. Right end will be Sterling Henning, rookie. Tyquan Lewis, the DT. Darius Leonard, the big ticket, LOLB. Vince Williams, MLB. Matthew Adams, the roll. And at corner we have Nelson, Marvell Tell, Isaiah Rogers. Ibrahim Campbell, the starting safety. Roger Teamer Jr., the safety. Blankenship, the kicker. And Sanchez, the punter. So just so you guys know, the way that this league functions is every team is allowed to keep one big player. That's why you have somebody like Darius Leonard in a minor league, just for the record. Now, without further ado, this time, let's get to it. It's the Monarchs, obviously favor the 74 overall Monarchs facing the 71 overall San Diego Crusaders. London versus San Diego. Who will win the first ever HFL Championship? Let's find out. Hello and welcome everybody. We're here for the HFL inaugural championship game. It's the London Monarchs, heavily favored, a 14-2 record, despite the fact that they have not had Michael Vick. They'll rely on Clayton Thorson here today. He's shown he's maybe every bit ready to command his own team full time. But here's a look at the Crusaders, led by Jacob Eason as well, in the black and yellow San Diego Crusaders, the underdogs here. But they'll be wearing the home colors. Frank Reich, the coach, versus Coach of the Year, Joe Judge. It's Thorson, it's Eason, it's the Monarchs, it's the Crusaders. We're here at AT&T Stadium for this one. And as you look at Joe Judge talking to Thorson, saying, hey, this is not too big for you. You're ready. You've done this. You've brought us all this way. Don't be afraid now. Don't be afraid now, Thorson. You can do this. And likewise, similar words probably being said to Eason of the Crusaders as the opponents shake hands in the middle of the field. The first ever HFL Championship, the Hackson Bowl, is live. Point for it. Claps from both sides, likely to try to generate some hype for their team, regardless of the result of that coin flip. There's Tyler Boyd, the leading receiver for Crusaders, having a few words. Meanwhile, Joe Judge speaking to his offense. You've seen Ty Montgomery there. He uses speaks there. And it will be Isaiah Rogers to return. Crusaders will receive the ball. The San Diego Crusaders, 8-8 on the year, outside playoff sneak in, and here they are in the final. And meanwhile, the Monarchs were all the way picked to be one of the top teams since preseason, and here they are. Let's get it so that we can see the play from the sidelines. And here we go. London the kick. Ball is away. Return. Rogers. Across the 24. 1 yard shy of where he could have gone had he knelt. Here comes Eason. He's been a starter all season. 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions for Jacob Eason. He's a mid-round pick of the Colts in the NFL. He is now the lead man in the HFL Championship for the San Diego Crusaders. Not a team, again, many people would have picked to be here, but here they are. Coming out in the bunch set. Eason from the gun. Eason looking. Good protection. Firing to the sideline area. That's a game of just 3. Fun by Harris. Number 12. 2nd and 7 now for the Crusaders.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Firing again, fairly short. That's going to be called incomplete. It's 3rd and 7 for Eason. This is not the way they want to go, but he's looking for Henderson there. It was out of bounds. It's like a screen look. Going to go short. Bounce off the back of his own lineman. And Eason manages just 3 yards and work to possession for the underdog Crusaders. Here comes the punt squad. Return, spin move, Pettis gets loose to the 29, I believe that's Pettis, yes it is, number 13. Here comes the backup quarterback, pressed into service throughout these playoffs and the regular season. It's Clayton Thorson, and this could be his moment, this could be his time, this could be the time when he becomes an X factor in the HFL, someone nobody expected to rise to the occasion. If he can put this team on his back, there's no way he will be considered one of the top players in this league, despite his pedigree being low. Deep shot. Thorson well off target. Not sure what he saw there. There is no receiver in the vicinity, and Thorson is 0 for 1.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Thorson got back. Pressure, firing. Nice catch. Number 82. 9 yards. The pickup puts it to the tight end. Yeah, it's Clayton Smith, and a 1-yard pickup is needed here for a new set of guys. Will they hand it off? They will. Montgomery, the ex-receiver, ex-fullback, tackle for 9 yards. Nice pickup. That's 2 good plays in a row, but the 9 yards for the Monarchs. Again, quite favored in this matchup, obviously, despite the injuries of Michael Vick. Here you see the handoff again. Just look at this hole bursting through all the way to the logo, and disregard the NFL. This is the HFL. There's Montgomery surging through that hole there with all the speed we could ask for. And the Monarchs are on the move. 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff, Montgomery surging again across the 1st down marker. That's a 10-yard average on 2 totes for Montgomery. Ibrahim Cameron is there to stop. But that will, yes, that would cause some concern amongst the millions of the fans that belong to the Crusaders here, as they see their team getting absolutely gashed here by the Monarchs, who are now on the Crusaders side of the field in the opening drive of the HFL Championship. Thorson will go empty now in the gun. He's going to look to run. Thorson does have legs. He's going to move, sliding underneath the tackle. He's gets 6 yards. He can run just like Mike Vick. That's one of the reasons why maybe he was such a good backup to pass. He can still make those plays. Now, no one's saying he's Michael Vick, but he's going to give his best impression here. The 30, the 20, Thorson. Thorson down to the 15, a slide, protecting that ball. Thorson goes all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Monarchs surging here. 2 good runs from the quarterback, Clayton Thorson. This is what you want to see if you want him to reach that next level. Montgomery sheds attack. Montgomery, he won't go down easy. That's another 10 yards. That's 30 for 30. Montgomery, the Monarchs are having their way with this one. Montgomery comes 1st down, 5 yards to go for a score to open this final. Punch into the Crusaders' end zone. Handoff. Montgomery, he's buried by 76. 2nd gain of 1. It's like a jumbo set for the Monarchs. Handoff to Montgomery, and there's just nowhere to go. He might pick up 1, but there's back jerseys everywhere.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of
3rd and goal from the 3. Will they kick to the air, stick to the ground? They'll hand it off again. 3rd straight time. Montgomery fighting. Down to the 1. What's the call here from coach of the year, Joe Judge? Is he going to go for this? Franklin on the tackle. By the way, is he going to go for this? kick the field goal unit. He'll bring the field goal unit on for the kick, excuse me. I think that's going to be considered a unfortunate result, all things considered, for the Monarchs. They were just absolutely moving. Santoso does put it through, but it's just 3-0 after such a nice drive. And stop at the 1. Montgomery just couldn't force his way through. It was a nice defensive stand for the Crusaders. See if they can get it going on offense. Here's a return across the 20. And Eason looking to manufacture a lot more than that first drive of just 3 yards in total on 3 plays. Here's Eason. Handoff is to Henderson. Gain of 3, they'll call it.
Henderson, the ball carrier.
Xavier McKinney was there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 24-yard line.
Eason, the deep shot, always known to have a big arm. Oh, could be interference there. It's not called. Eason was unable to keep that ball in the field of play. The deep shot, you love to see it, but you don't like to see it with that little action. There's Eason across the middle. A laser beam to number 12. And there we have a Crusaders first down. And clapping is Harris now, saying, hey, this is what we want to see. Frank Wright, the coach here for the San Diego Crusaders. Harris meets Viadom there after the catch. That'll be first down, as I mentioned. Eason. Another laser beam. Eason to 83. What a throw by Eason to Thomas. Lighting it up there. You can almost hear the trail of speed on that football. Nicely done there, ladies. Turn the game volume down maybe a little bit. Sorry, I apologize now I should have maybe edited this beforehand. Sorry guys. Turn the game volume just down a little bit. Turn the mic volume just a little bit up. Hopefully that will be okay. I'm not doing it live, so my apologies if it needs editing. Do feel free to comment if you notice a change is needed. Probably what I'll do is I'll have this Super Bowl game posted as an episode and then start on the off-season stuff. Here's Eason. That way we can maybe make some edits together. Eason tosses that out of bounds. 3rd and 7, Crusaders. Eason firing. But the button hook is caught. Will they give him the first down? He did backpedal a bit there. They will. They'll say forward progress, first down, Crusaders. I believe Duggar on the hit, but I'd have to confirm it. Boyd there, his first catch of the game. 8 pass attempts called, just to 2 rushes. It was Darnay Holmes, my apologies. Darnay Holmes on the catch. Here's a nice throw and catch, by the way, to 86, but an O-lineman, Pinter, is slow to get up for the Crusaders. They'll have to have a look at him. Togiai was the receiver. 7-yard pickup. Chin was on the tackle. Now, Eason, they love the throwing game. Is it going to be a screen dump to Henderson? Henderson across for the first down. Gain of about 4 for the Crusaders. The first down will be gained. That's Henderson's first catch for 4. Handoff. Henderson Jr. picks up just a couple. Maybe 3. A pickup of maybe 3. Handoff. Henderson surging, trying to get behind his line. Call it maybe 3 more. 3rd and 4. Eason dropping back, pressured. Number 46 gets in there. It's Braylon Speaks. I believe Braylon Speaks is the name. And sacked, and that will be a big loss there. 4th and 13. Number 46 Speaks, throws down Eason. What a sack. That could push them out of field goal range. We'll have to see. The kickers aren't exactly the most reliable in this league. Let's see what they have here. Blankenship will be the kicker. 42 yards. Should be in his makeable range. Kick is up. And good, we have a tie game at the closing second of the first quarter. It's 3-3 here in the first ever HFL Championship, otherwise known as the Hackson Bowl. Glad you're here with us today, or whenever you're watching. At our new home in YouTube, and wherever you get your YouTube videos, such as my social media accounts. All right, here we go. Carter Coughlin. He was a Pro Bowler. We don't use that word here. I should say he was an All-Star Game member. Run here. Montgomery sheds one, sheds two, maybe three. Wow, he has been scintillating today. That's going to be 8 yards. His average is through the roof right now for the Monarchs. It's a tie game, but it's some wonder that it is, because one run game is popping off and one is just dead in the water so far. And Thorson has been adding to that run game. Let's see if he does that here. Turnaround throw. Quick catch, wide open. Monarchs down the sidelines, number 85. Wow, it's Levine Toyolo, the ex-Falcon, getting downfield. Nobody in coverage there for the Crusaders. And Thorson, it's as easy pitch and catch as you can get there on the turnaround. The fake, they must have bought the play fake, and Thorson wastes no time in getting this perfectly thrown spiral out to Toilolo. Across the 40. Down the sidelines, a great pickup. Goes for the stiff arm, but he's pushed out of bounds. Regardless, that's a first down here for the Monarchs. Fake the handoff again. Thorson looking to run, but there's nowhere to run. It's a sack from Adams. Number 49 gets in, sizes up Thorson, and brings him down. The first time they were able to corral him there. 2nd and 15 now for the Monarchs. Thorson, quick dump. Goes out to number 88, Montgomery there. Just a couple. 3rd and 13. This favors the Crusaders. Let's see if they send pressure. They probably should, yeah. Well, they'll rush forward. Eason will roll right into the sack. It's a Walker there. He set the edge, pushed through the edge, and brought down his quarterback. The opposing quarterback, his target, I should say. Walker swagging through that one. He loves it. His buddies are probably saying, hey, get in the huddle. We're ready to go for the special teams here. But Walker wants to make sure everyone sees him walking around after that big play to shut down the Monarchs, who will likely punt. Yeah, sticks into punt here. Dixon gets this one up, trying to pin it inside the 20. Can he do it? Fair cut at the 14. He does. Rogers might have been able to run with it, but he called the fair catch, so he'll walk off. And his team will start at the 14. Unable to get the rushing game going have the Crusaders. Daryl Henderson just 12 yards on 4 totes. Montgomery did about 40 on the same number. So there's your comparison point. And by the way, Eason's not exactly a runner. He's more of a pocket passer. Here comes Henderson. Breaks one tackle. Fights through another and gets 2. A big effort for just a minimal gain. And that's been the story on the run game all game here for the Crusaders. Takes the handoff. The option to Henderson. A nice pickup. That's going to get him about 1 yard shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1. They'll bring Eason in the pistol, it looks like. Handoff again is to Henderson. He'll have enough, maybe about 3. Yes, 3 to the 26, and the Crusaders on the move. Mayo was there to bring down the back.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Eason firing. Nice catch, moving the ball upfield. My apologies, not the chains. Eason 7 of 11. Togiai again, his second grab on a nice hook route. McKinney, 3 tackles. Henderson, I don't think he got there. They might say he got 2 though. Yes, they're gonna say he got the first down. We're gonna see Eason in the empty now. Deep shot from Eason. And out of bounds, 7 of 12 on the day, over 50%.
It's second down and 10.
But only just is Eason, number 9, firing a laser. Wow, what a heater across the middle. Number 86 is there. It's Togi, his target of the night in the championship game here. There's a fan of the Harris jersey. And people saying MVP Eason. Well, he didn't win that award. That award's already gone out to Tua Tagovailoa of the Thunder. Did not make the championship here. There's Henderson falling over his own man. Now the Crusaders, as Joe Judge, the coach of the year, looks on and talks to his offense here. Saying, hey, we need something here, guys. There's Thorson maybe pointing out something he sees. But they're going to need an answer, it looks like, the way that the Crusaders are moving at the moment. In the gun. Thorson. Firing. Again. To Togiai. Togiai has been the man here. 4 for 48, especially this drive. I think that's 3 catches this drive. Crowder on the tackle, but the Monarchs have to tighten up here. The momentum is with the Crusaders. Eason. Again, good protection to Harris. Harris has the speed to burn the Saints return man, and he's gonna go in the end zone. And we just showed that young lady with the Harris jersey, and she's gonna love that. But no swag from Harris. He's just gonna walk this one off. Touchdown, Crusaders! The first touchdown of the championship. There's Eason to Harris. There's no way Mayo can keep up with this. Burned across the edge there. Touchdown, Crusaders. Harris again in the end zone. The first ever championship touchdown of the HFL. Crusaders will lead. The bookies sweating in Las Vegas over the HFL. Those people who might have bet on Crusaders' victory here could stand to make a couple bucks, given the underdog spread here, heavily favoring the Monarchs going into this game. Harris on the return, but just to the 20. Let's see what Thorson can do here. Though it should be said that despite Thorson's great time spelling Vick, they did sort of minimize some of the betting on the Monarchs because Vick was injured. He was also a key piece as well to their reign of 14-2. That's a game of 2, by the way. Speaking of the number 2, handoff. Montgomery hits the edge. Oh, he falls forward about maybe 7 on the play. That'll be good for 2. That'd be good for a 3rd and 2. My apologies. Thorson, they'll take to the air in a 3rd and 2. Under pressure. Oh, dislodged. No, nice play by number 41. And the Monarchs punt. 4th and 2. And able to get it going just 1 second before the 2-minute warning timeout. That will come after this punt is fielded. And he's wrapped up. So the Crusaders lead by 7 in the first ever championship HFL game. And they have the football with 1:54 on the clock. Let's see if they press downfield. They will. Eason will get rid of this, though. Instant pressure. He's 10 of 16. A TD of 119 on the day. He's got to be favored right now for the championship game MVP award. Eason. Again, though, firing about. They got to be careful here because if they go to the run here, Monarchs likely to stop the clock and get the ball back, trying to score before half themselves. Let's see. What's the call here from Reich? It will be to the ground, and he's dumped. Oh, and worse yet, it's a Henderson injury and a forced timeout. So the Monarchs will keep their timeouts at the number 3. That is huge, potentially, here. As Henderson throws his helmet, he's on the sidelines. Maybe not a good sign there. That's the leading running back there for the Crusaders. They will punt to a London team that's explosive with 3 timeouts left and 1:35-ish or so on the clock. Here comes the return. Yeah, exactly 1:35 on the clock to 28. The return by Pettis. Let's see if the Monarchs can get this thing going in the right direction. After that great drive stalled at a 1, we haven't seen much. There's Thorson again. You have to wonder if his nerves will play a factor at some point during this contest, or if they've already come to roost. Let's see. Thorson. Firing. Good catch. Bit of an awkward hop afterwards, but it's caught in a hurry up to the line. The Monarchs on the move. Monarchs dumped. It's the Crusaders Monarchs. By the way, that's like a medieval game matchup. Crusaders Monarchs. You gotta love that. I just realized that now. It's like the medieval bowl. That was a sack again, by the way. Thorson unable to get loose. Loss of 6. Will that cool the Monarchs? No, the play fake. Deep shot from Thorson to 82. Clayton Smith down the field. Smith, did he get out of bounds? Clayton Smith, a big pickup. And the Monarchs in business here now. Down the sidelines. How did he get uncovered there? Smith, a big gain. And that will be called out of bounds. 46 seconds left on the Crusaders 32. Could tie this game here. Thorson looking to run. Thorson will have a lane. Thorson sliding underneath and calling the timeout right away. Hops up and makes that T formation with his hands, calling that timeout. 2nd and 2. Got to be careful on the clock here. Thorson, we know he likes to run, but he cannot abuse that ability here. Oh, he's going to throw it away. It's going to be 3rd and 2. 5 of 8 is Thorson, 84 yards. 3rd and 2, a huge down here in this drive. Thorson firing. Oh, dislodged again. 24. The defensive backs of the Crusaders have been good at breaking it up here. Let's see what the call is. Will it be a field goal? It will be the field goal, at least by the look of it. On 4th and 2, they've been stopped again. Kick is up and good. So the Monarchs do get some points after all. It's a 4-point differential. Crusaders still a lead with 30 seconds left to go. I'm assuming that's all we're gonna end up seeing here, points wise or attempts at scoring wise. But we'll see what the call is from right here as we go. I expect him to run. Well, 3 wide receivers. I might be wrong here. Let's see what the call is. Eason hitches and throws. Oh my God! I don't know if Monarchs were expecting this. Boyd on the grab, and it's a timeout. The Crusaders are going to try for something. My goodness. Hold on to your seats, guys. We're in for something at least. Eason, 1 timeout, just 19 seconds left, near midfield. Fires again out of bounds. Eason, 15 seconds remaining. Eason firing. That's going to absorb their last time out, though. They're going to have to take a shot to the end zone, it looks like, unless they can get out of bounds and kick a field goal. 10 more passes than runs for the Crusaders. Eason, time against him. Dumping short. He's got to get out of bounds. He will not, and that will end it. Maybe a poor choice there for Eason as we head to the half, just to dump it off to Henderson. I think he was hoping... Oh, was that actually Henderson, too? I think it was, right? He's back from injury. Regardless, here's your... As we walk off for the halftime, Crusaders lead more than double the passing yards of the Monarchs. But the Monarchs do lead the rushing category, courtesy of this man here, Clayton Thorson, and Montgomery as well. Both contributing in the run game as Thorson slides down there. But it was Eason... Here, I think, on the hookup, yes, to Harris, who got in the end zone. That was the score that tipped the balance here. 10-6, and the Crusaders will kick off. Monarchs have built something, but it's not the explosive start that they looked like they were going to have when they were down at the 1-yard line. They've sort of faltered since then. See what they can do here after having the half to discuss things. There's Thorson again. Let's take a look at his day. A few sacks endured, maybe at least 3 for Thorson here. Some of them created of his own by running into the rush. But in some of these occasions, he's just trying to get loose and there's just nowhere to go. So 3 sacks on the day for Thorson. Against Thorson, I should say. On Thorson. Thorson now dropping back, firing. Is it Clayton Smith? Again, it is. And the 2 tight ends are putting in work on either side here. Between Thorson and Oh gosh, I'm forgetting the name of the other guy. Was it Toyola? No, there was somebody else. Teamer was on the tackle. My apologies, guys. A good run there from Montgomery. It looks like he picked up about, oh no, just 3. My apologies. I thought he picked up maybe about 5. They're going to say he was down sooner than I anticipated. 2nd and 7 now. Handoff again. Montgomery going for the shoulder charge. He's not known for that, but fights his way just inches shy. You've got to respect. He tried the power game there, did Montgomery. Thorson under pressure firing. Oh, it's too congested. A 3rd and 1 and 3rd and inches and they stick to the air. It's incomplete. You got to wonder about Joe Judge's call there. He will punt it. And again, the Crusaders defense just hanging on at the 1-yard line of their own end zone, hanging on at the inch line there. And they'll get the ball back. So all credit to the Crusaders for those close range stops on what is normally a high-powered team in the Monarchs. See if they can get a double-digit lead or at least claw back with a field goal and get that full touchdown lead back. Let's see. Easton, a deep shot. He's throwing lasers all game long. Number 32, Henderson, down the field. What a throw. What a throw from Jacob Easton. If you're waiting for Thorson to burst out, be a big name here in the HFL. Maybe you've been waiting on the wrong guy because guess what? Easton is showing something here today. Could he be the next X factor of this league? And it remains to be seen too. Will Tua even stay? Tua Tagovailoa won the MVP, and one of the factors of the HFL is that oh, what a run! Excuse me, bursts off the 20, the 10, Henderson, whole day, and then sub to the end zone. And my goodness, I was in the middle of a diatribe as he ripped off a 54-yard touchdown. He shedded 1 tackle, and it was all she wrote down the sidelines for Henderson. Let's take another look at this one, guys. My apologies there. Missed this little stutter step counter. Look at the spin move off the man inside the traffic, and after that it was curtains on the speed, going 20 plus miles an hour, a distance of over 60 yards to the end zone, just beating Duggar to the edge. And what do you know, we have a massive upset in the brewing here. It's the championship match. The Crusaders 17, Monarchs 6. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable here. The bookies, if they're sweating, they're closing up their shops here. And Judge looking calm, still coach of the year. But what I was saying was, one of the caveats of the HFL is some of those highly skilled players, those players that win awards and have some value to their name, they do undergo a small percentage chance of receiving an NFL contract, which means they would leave this league. Now, I will track those individuals, and we will simulate some stats for them in the NFL and see where they end up or if they come back to the league. But there is a chance, although it's small, like 10%, that Tua could decide to sign an NFL contract again with the Dolphins and leave the Thunderbirds. Handoff here. So, again, having a great player in the HFL, it can be a limited time thing because this is a developmental league, or that's at least how it's designed. So we'll see. There's also a chance that he could sign a long-term contract with, and I have those systems like off screen, and I'll explain some of those as we go. But handoff here. Monarchs really need to get involved here. Back involved in this game. Nothing since that first drive, honestly. That'll be a flag on the play, and insult to injury. In a way, it's a false start. Thorson now facing a 2nd and 15. 6 minutes and change in the third remaining. Trailing by 2 scores. Handoff is to Montgomery. He's had such a great start to this game. He's going to burst out now. Some degree of speed needs to be taken into account here for the Monarchs. They will get to the line. 19 seconds. Ibrahim Campbell, 5 tackles and safety for the Crusaders. Monarchs. No pressure to speak of. I believe that might be Toyola on the catch. Thorson finds the easy first down. Let's check on that name, though. London will get the first. Oh, it's Montgomery. My apologies. Here we go. This is the Monarchs team we saw in the first drive, and this is the Monarchs team they need to be now. Fakes the handoff is Thorson, but he's getting rushed. There's just nowhere to go. He tries the hezzy step, but Lewis stays square and brings him down. That's the 4th sack of the day for Clayton Thorson to deal with. Handoff inside Montgomery. He's been a force, but he can just about get the yardage back. That was lost. 3rd and 11 for the Monarchs. They need something here. Something in the pass game, most likely. Montgomery's a little gassed here. He has to make a block. He does! Oh! I clutch throw over top of the head of multiple individuals. There's Cody Core, his first catch of the game. He's loving it. He screams first down. Hey guys, I apologize. You might have missed a few things. Looks like my Streamlabs froze. Oh no. Hopefully you didn't miss anything. I'm gonna have to merge these 2 clips together. No big deal, but my apologies, guys. If it did freeze, we're still on the drive here, 3rd quarter of this ball game. The HFL Championship, if you're just for some reason seeing this now. Monarchs, the heavy favorites, 14-2 on the year. 8-8 Crusaders lead this game by multiple scores. Here's Thorson, flushed out, again sacked. His O-line cannot hold here. Maybe a 6 sack total that he's had to deal with. 3rd and 27. A long way to go for the Monarchs. They're outside of field goal range. They're down by 2 scores. Got to make something happen here. Likely to go for a territory, but we will see. Maybe they will punt. There's a lot of time left in the game. Firing is Thorson. Can he keep it in bounds? No. That might have helped set up a field goal. They're going to challenge the play. Wait, Crusaders challenging. Wait, was that called a catch? Yes, it was. It was called a catch. My apologies, guys. It was called a catch. Looks like Marquise Lee was the receiver looking on. 4th and 16, so it was caught. It will set up a field goal try. What a big catch. I think it was incomplete. The challenge fails, so the Crusaders lose a timeout. Can he get there, Santoso? It's good. And we have an 8-point game. A massive catch ruling by the referee, by the official squad, and a beautiful kick out of Santoso. And we still have a 1-score game. The 8-point variety here. Monarchs will kick away. If they can get a stop, we could see a tie potential chance on the cards. But first, they have to sit down the return man who gets across the 25. And Henderson with that beast run. He was just a 3.4 average before now. And then he had that 55-yard run on 1 carry. What a run it was. If you had Henderson as the lead rusher in this game, well, you're not quite there yet because Montgomery still leads. No, he probably does lead. My apologies. Here's Henderson again. He had that injury and he came back stronger. Yeah, he does lead with 92 yards. So you're right on that prop bet if you had one. Mayo on the tackle. They probably wish they'd see more stats out of their middle linebacker than they have so far. Monarchs into congestion. Nice defense. Eason, a nice game, 14-23, 1 touch. 3rd and 7, a big moment here. That was intended for Jordan Thomas. Incomplete, as you saw. 1 back in, it's Henderson. You could look Henderson's way. He will, but he can't keep it in bounds. Eason. They'll punt to a 8-point trailing Monarch squad. Sanchez. Punt. This is what the Monarchs needed. A score of any kind and a stop. They got it. Now they need their offense to actually produce more than the 3 field goals it has done. Here he comes, Thorson. Let's have another look at what he can do. Head off. It's Mizell, his first carry. Taekwon Mizell Sr., the 8-yard pickup. Again, Mizell is in. I wonder if there's an injury to Montgomery. Thrown, wait, what? Thrown to the normally reliable Caden Smith, but he didn't have his head on right, and it's incomplete. That was a first down and then some for Smith, who's already had a couple big pickups this game. Unable to pull that off, though. I'm not sure what was up there. 3rd and 2. They're going to need this. A pitch it is. Oh, it's a pitch to Elijah Penny. And that would suggest that Montgomery is injured because Penny is a fullback and he gets the pitch call from Judge. Maybe they tried to surprise him there, but Judge getting too cute for his own good there. The fullback pitch goes nowhere. And the punt team comes on. Wow, that's something to talk about. Fullback pitch. Did not work. Apologies if there was a Montgomery injury that I had missed. There was some technical difficulties earlier. In fact, maybe there was, I think. Maybe I even mentioned it now. I was so concerned with the program collapsing on my computer that I might have missed that injury. My apologies, guys, if that's obvious to you at home at this point. But I do think I recall an injury as that Henderson. Oh, is there a hold? That could be big. There is a hold. That'll set them back quite a bit here. 13-yard set. Or no, sorry. Down to 9-yard setback. My apologies. Pitch is to Henderson. Again, back from injury. A lane to run in. Henderson. Oh, sheds the tackle and goes out of bounds. A nice gain. 10-yard pickup. And they're back on level terms. It's 2nd and 10. Let's see what Eason can do from the throw off center. Throws out of bounds is Eason. He's been done well protecting the ball. It's not always pretty from Eason. A lot of throws out of bounds here, but he's done well avoiding sacks, avoiding big negative plays, and that's one of the reasons they're leading it. Oh, that ball looked like it was tipped. And it goes out of bounds. I'm not sure if he actually did get the handle. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And the Monarchs stand up on defense with a chance to still tie in the 4th quarter in this bowl game, this final championship Hackson Bowl game. Pettis on the return there. Down to the 40. A good field position, their own 40 to start. But Thorson now needs to elevate. We've talked about him maybe emerging as a candidate, a big player in this league, but he needs to start elevating. Dump to Mizell in lieu of Montgomery, who's been so strong this game. Mizell going to give his own contribution here, though. Mizell Sr. goes for about 12 and a first down. 9:22 left, trailing by 8 points. Attainable by a touchdown and 2 extra points. And Mizell is going to fumble out of bounds. So they'll retain possession. Mizell his 2nd catch. Another first down and the Monarchs driving. Mizell a key figure in the passing game here. Could he be a sudden consideration? Thorson has to make a move. He will make a move on his feet. Thorson to the 20. Thorson the 10. Thorson will not slide and take the hit. And that's his 56-yard rushing. A nice contribution and a 21-yard pickup by the young kid. Rogers was on the tackle. Nice run there from the quarterback. Handoff. It's Penny. And he can't get it going. They're missing Montgomery here. That much is certain. Mizell is in the backfield. Thorson. Oh, into congestion. Smith cannot reel it in. Thorson's 11 of 18. No turnovers for any club yet. 7:50 left in the game. 3rd and 11. Big down here. Thorson flushed out. He cannot escape the rush. Call it 3 sacks for Walker. And if you want to maybe look at who could be the MVP of this game, it could be that man right there. Walker off the edge, shutting down the Thorson run. And they will go for the field goal attempt for keeping a 1-score game if they can make this. Kick. Santoso. It's good. It's a 17-12 ball game in the final quarter. A difference of 5 points here, which means a touchdown from the San Diego squad is something that the Monarchs cannot afford, but a field goal, obviously they could. It would still remain a one-score, 8-point affair in that instance.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Eason. Deep shot. Again out of bounds. Could have been picked. Just drifted too far outside the field of play.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Eason. Shot. Takes a huge shot as he gets rid of that one. Again, that seems to be his preferred method of getting rid of things, just throwing it out of bounds.
10 yards to go.
Eason dumps short to Henderson. That won't get anywhere close to moving the chain. So the Monarchs now, that's 3 stops in a row, exactly what the defense needed to do. Give their offense a chance. It's a 5-point game. A touchdown takes the lead, of course, in that situation. Let's see. Return for Pettis. Can he make a man miss? No. Nice tackle by 23 there to prevent something much bigger from developing. Thorson now, starting from the empty. 6:24 left. A lot of tries for Thorson, but he's yet to punch in a touchdown. There's a dump across the middle. Drag route. Oh, what a spin move from, I believe, Cody Core. No, sorry, Marquise Lee. My apologies, Mr. Lee. The catch is 6 yards. A nice spin. Handoff. That's Parrish now, the 4th runner we've seen. 3rd since Montgomery left with an injury. Vince Williams on that tackle. Thorson under pressure. Keeps his head. Cannot be caught, though. That's Cody Core. Incomplete. 4th and 1. What's the call? The punt team is the call from the coach of the year, Dixon. He'll rely on his defense for 4 straight stops. Oh, a nice coverage by 2 men in special team, and down at the 17. Here comes Eason. Eason on the day, 13 of 21 was his original mark. Much better since only 2 of 8 for 32 yards, and that's where those stops have come in that I've mentioned during that performance. Though Henderson did bust a long touchdown during that poor play from Eason, I believe. Handoff is to Henderson. He gets double team takedown, 104 yards on the day. If San Diego gets there, he's going to be one of the considerations for championship MVP. Again to Henderson. They can't just milk the clock like this. They have to make a play or two to advance these chains a few times. 3rd and 5. Monarchs could still stop them here. Eason. Looks like a screen look. He will dump to Henderson. Can Henderson get around? Yes. He got to stay in bounds. Oh, will that even matter? Let's find out. First down is the Crusaders, and it will stop the clock. A bit of a mistake there from Henderson. Takes the hit anyway and goes out of bounds. Nothing gained on that one. In that exchange, that is. Now Henderson, wow, fights through number 97. The diminutive size of Henderson doesn't seem to be an issue. He carried his way through what looked like a defensive tackle there. A 5-yard pickup, a huge effort from Henderson. Thorson now to the air, caught! It's caught by number 83. Boyd on the grab. Nice throwing catch. They're going to call him out of bounds. A strange decision. Strange call there, wasn't it, I thought? 4th catch of the day for Boyd. Handoff will go to Henderson. He's been a monster. Again pulling through number 97. Meanwhile, Speaks is injured. 5-yard pickup. This is what the Crusaders need. This unexpected, unheralded team. This is what they needed to try to close this championship game out. East. Across the middle. A gain of almost a first down. 3rd and inches. And they'll start in the pistol look. Interesting call. Let's see what the play call is as they try to drain this clock out. 2 seconds left. They'll take a handoff. Henderson. Oh, he's dumped. And the Monarchs needed that one. 95 is there and says, big play. I'll make it. BJ Hill. So the punt team is out 9 seconds before the final whistle. The final stoppage before the end of the game. The punt is away and it's a disastrous one. It looks like. Oh, no, it's not. It's in the 13. Not bad from Sanchez. So, this is it. trailing by 5. That was a great drive by the Crusaders, but they couldn't finish it off. Thorson will run and get a free timeout out of it. He's going to go across the middle. He takes the hit, does Thorson down the field. Free timeout and down by 5. This is what... Oh no, say it ain't so. Thorson is hurt. Thorson is injured. Who do they have here to lead them to a Super Bowl game-winning drive if he can't play? Are you kidding me? Mike Vick is hurt. Thorson is hurt. We've got the third string here in, I said the Super Bowl, in the Hackson Bowl here. Who are we looking at? Number 5 drops back and dumps short. It'll be Perkins. Perkins to Taquan Mizell, 2 backups playing in a championship. Perkins will run. Perkins. Who is B. Perkins? Down the 40. Perkins. Oh, Perkins gets face smashed. Are you kidding me? Perkins is going to move his men down the field. Perkins making things happen. Nick Nelson, the infraction. Can we see such a strange set of circumstances leading to a Monarch victory? Well, Perkins has them in an opportunity for it. Perkins firing, caught. 1:22 left. Perkins 2 for 2. 30 seconds remain. Perkins calling for the snap. 7 seconds ran off the clock. Perkins flushed, evades the rush. He evades Walker. Perkins down the field, sliding into the 5. He evaded the 3-sack Walker. Did Perkins? What a move! Outside the edge, rushing in Perkins. Oh, from the back of the end zone and not caught from Perkins. What an effort, though, and this could be the stuff of a Cinderella dream for Perkins if he can get this in the end zone. And what a talking point here for our HFL fans if that does happen. Perkins from the gun, he'll look to run. Shit's a tackle, does Perkins. He looks to keep going, but he's sacked. That's 4 sacks for Walker. He should have looked downfield, but he lost his eyes downfield. Did Perkins. 25 seconds left. He'll look to run again. There's just nowhere to go. Perkins fumbles. Oh, no. And guess who? The reigning Super Bowl MVP, the first ever Hackson Bowl MVP. Can he get to the end zone? Walker, 4 sacks and a fumble recovery. And that's going to be how the Crusaders take this one. My goodness. My goodness. Perkins for all the heroics in the third stringer. Walker is the name. He could have gone all the way, he just ran out of steam, and there you guys have it. The underdogs of the day, the Crusaders, the 8-8 record. They're going to go all the way. Unless the Monarchs still have 3 timeouts. I shouldn't get ahead of myself here. 15 seconds left. There's still stops to be made. Henderson. Timeout from the Monarchs. My goodness, guys. What a storyline in this game. What a storyline in this game. I really did believe that Perkins was going to take it there. I really did believe, guys, that he would do it, but he was unable to do it. And the upset of the first ever Hackson Bowl looks to be forming here. Hope you guys enjoyed this coverage. 3rd and 5, just 1 timeout left, just 6 seconds on the clock. Handoff is to Henderson as expected. He'll get dropped, so there will be a punt coming up here. But with just 3 seconds left, there's scarce little that... Oh, they're going to go for it, actually, knowing that they can waste 3 seconds here. The call from Reich is to go for it. They have Easton in the gun. He'll hand off. Really... Yeah, 0's on the clock. And there you have it. The champions of the first ever HFL final are the San Diego Crusaders. Wow. 8-8 on the season, and it rains black and yellow confetti as the Crusaders topple over each other. There's Teamer Jr. in the celebration, the safety. There's Reich going to shake hands with his opposite number, Coach of the Year Joe Judge. Thorson just couldn't do it, couldn't raise his game to that level that maybe people thought he could, where he could be a franchise player in the HFL. Wilson there talking to one of the defenders of the Crusaders. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Here was Toyolo down the field. That was one of the early plays. Henderson was such a force, one of the major reasons for their success. There's Caden Smith, who had a nice catch and run. as well down the sidelines. And here's Henderson's big 55-yard TD that really changed things here. And then Harris getting in for the first ever TD of the championship game. There it is, as expected. Your MVP of the game. It's DeAndre Walker, 4 sacks, 1 fumble recovered to end the game, and it didn't go to. There wasn't a single more deserving player, I think, despite the good performances, but just the way he helped end that one. And here you go. The Hackson Bowl awarded to the San Diego Crusaders. And among these celebrants, they've got to be happy. Vince Williams, Eason, you've got Boyd in there. As he kisses the trophy, and there's your final. Screenshot that. It's 17, Crusaders 17, Monarchs 0. And that was Bryce Perkins, by the way. What a game. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's be coming to you. Be posting it shortly. Got to merge the 2 clips together. I hope you enjoyed it. And after this, expect the release of the Mercenary Draft, which I'll explain the rules of, and then the Rookie Draft. So, see you back here soon. This has been Axel Hackson. This is the HFL. Stick around, stay tuned, and you'll get more of this kind of action as we go. A lot more. So, take care, guys. Thanks for your patience as we switch platforms as well to YouTube. Thank you, guys.